Hello, welcome to Health Talk. I'm Dr. Manny. It's been ingrained in our minds since childhood. Don't forget to take your vitamins. But with so many choices and confusing labels, how do you know what to take? Here to help us figure this out is author of The Supplement Pyramid, Dr. Michael Smith. He's also the senior health scientist for Life Extension Foundation. Welcome.
Thank you, Dr. Manny.
We live in a vitamin world, my friend.
We do.
Vitamin
We
world,
do.
indeed. But let's separate the fact from fiction. Okay. If you have somebody who knows how to balance their carbs and proteins and fruits and vegetables every day, I don't think that there's any scientific evidence to suggest that they're going to live any healthier if they take a supplement.
Well, I actually think that there is a good, I can make a good argument that you should still supplement with that. Let's go back and let's make that assumption we are eating healthy and exercising. But there's another thing that when we make that statement we're doing is we're placing people in a bubble. It's almost like we are ignoring the fact that we live stressful lives today. We have great de-stressing mechanisms in our body. You know that, I know that, but they're overwhelmed. Look at the lives we live today. Look at the chemical toxins in our environment. I mean, the EPA allows 70,000 industrial chemicals. When you put all of that together, and one more thing, you know, our soils are poor. Every soil survey the United States government has done since the 1920s has said our soils are nutrient poor, which means the food is nutrient poor. So when you factor in the soils, you factor in the stress, you factor in the toxins.
I'll give you that.
How about a multivitamin?
I'll give you
that. Just go with that.
Let's talk about the quantities of vitamin. Okay. You know, it seems that for a lot of people, more is better. Is that necessarily true?
Of course not. Everything has an appropriate dose, right? Okay. Drugs have an appropriate dose. There's a dose range. If you're below it, you don't get an effect. Above it, you lose effect and gain side effects. It's the same with supplements. We have well established what are appropriate doses for vitamins, minerals, antioxidants. And doing more does not always mean better. As a matter of fact, it often means loss of benefit, add side effect.
When you look at a supplement, does it list all the ingredients that it has?
It should. Now, that's not to say there's companies that don't do that.
Right.
And the FDA does investigate those companies, and they do look at label claims. They do randomly test products. There's the myth that the FDA does not regulate supplements. That's not true. They may not regulate pre-market to approve it, but they do regulate the manufacturing, label claims, and they do investigate to make sure that the ingredients that are on that label are actually in that product. They do that.
Give me 2 or 3 tips that when I'm shopping for a supplement, I should look out for.
Oh, I love this. Okay, because I do this. So first thing you do, stop looking on the front label. That's the first tip. All the information's on the back label. Okay. There should be a manufacturing number. Call that number. We all have our cell phones. It's not hard to do right there in the aisle. And ask them for a certificate of analysis. Now, if the person on the other line says, what? Hang up the phone and go to the next product. A certificate of analysis is where a company has not only looked at the raw material and proven what they're looking for is in there, but it's also third-party proof that what's listed as an active ingredient is in there. What's listed as inactive ingredients are in there. There's no microbes, there's no metals, it's clean. A certificate of analysis is one of the best things you can ask for. Okay. You don't have to get it, by the way. If they send it to you, great, if you want to go to that step. Right. But as long as you know that they have one out there, that probably gives you enough confidence. Right. Oh, by the way, too, I like clean labels. You know, when you're looking on the back label, you want to be able to see where's my active ingredient, what's my dose, just like you do with drugs, right? And then the incipients, the inactive ingredients that make up the product. I don't like to see a paragraph. I like to see just a few of those necessary inactive ingredients. If there's a paragraph there, that's probably not one of the a great product, and I would move on.
What do you think people should take? Is it age specific? Men versus women?
I don't think so. No? I think when it comes to, optimizing our health, which is really what we're looking to do, I think there's 4 core products everybody should take. I mentioned this in my book, and I call them the foundational products. Everybody should be on a good multivitamin, right? We talked about that already. I do believe we all should be taking the omega-3 oils. Whether you get it from fish or plant-based source, that doesn't bother me. Just the omega-3s are so important. These are polyunsaturated fats, head to toe. They're good for you. CoQ10, this is a cell energizing supplement. We know one of the leading theories of why we age is loss of cell energy. So CoQ10 helps to promote energy production in the cell. And then lastly, a probiotic. Those are the healthy gut bacteria. You're only as healthy as your gut.
Right.
If you can't digest food, absorb nutrients, eliminate waste, you're not that healthy. So there's your 4 core products.
All right. Well, where can people get more information?
MySupplementPyramid.com.
All right. And your book is there, too?
My book is there, and I even have some quizzes that help people figure out what they need specifically beyond those 4.
Right.
Yeah, it's awesome.
All right. And full disclosure, my wife loves the foundation. And if you have any health questions, you can send them here to Dr. Manny at drmannyfoxnews.com. Until next time, I'm Dr. Manny.